It's 8:43. Thanks for listening. Donna Arp Weitzman is coming on the air with us this morning, and we're going to talk about dating. How are you, Donna?
Good morning, Diane. How are you?
I'm good. Let's first talk about your book. You're the author of...
Well, I have two books. My newest book is Sex and the Siren, The Tales of a Later Dater. And my first book, which is still out there and all around, is called Cinderella Has Cellulite.
Excellent title. It is a different age, I guess. I mean, I know sometimes people just throw social media and things like that around as excuses for certain things, but there's no doubt that it's had an impact on dating. What were some of the biggest findings that we've been finding out recently? There was a survey I understand, from Match.com.
Well, the Match.com survey basically summed it all up in saying dating is no easier because of social media than it was in the olden days, which is only now 10 years ago. And that's basically what they found. Of course, there were many other parts of that. One, that millennials 48% of the time now have sex before they ever go on the first date.
I can't believe that.
You can't?
I know. That's a big change.
Well, and
it's free love, Deuce.
Yeah.
It's like the summer of love. Come on.
Michael and I have a
Well,
different age
actually,
bracket
my
here.
husband was asking me about that this morning, and I said probably because of websites like Tinder, or dating apps like Tinder that you can, within 5-mile radius of who's looking for love that night.
Right. It's mind-boggling, and I know that some of the coffee circles that I sit in of 60 and up, they don't even know about any of that.
Well, Diane, they're changing. They're learning.
Yes, and with your book here, Tales of a Later Dater, does that mean the folks who are maybe divorced or widows or widowers, and they're looking for love?
Yes, well, later daters are kind of broadly defined as people over 50. And most of them are looking for a relationship, maybe not marriage, but certainly a relationship. And it's some of the tales of what happens during those dates. It's written in a satirical manner, in a funny manner. So, because we all need to laugh about or find humor in some of the trauma of dating, and dating is very traumatic no matter what age you are.
Donna, it seems there's no formula necessarily for two people to find each other and for that connection to be established. But is there a path that they would maybe face less obstacles? For instance, this kind of hypothetical of 48% more are likely to sleep with someone before the first date. Are there certain things that one should or should not do in order to increase the chances of a successful connection?
Well, I actually think sleeping with them before the first date probably lowers the connection, lowers the probability. Everybody likes to get to know someone a little bit better, and I think if you just spend a little bit of time, if you find someone online, then make sure that you spend some face-to-face time with them. Get to know them a little bit, and because you don't want to marry or have a long-term relationship or even a short-term relationship with someone that you know nothing about. And I think that the lack of time that we're willing to spend today with finding new mates is one of the major problems.
I know for my husband and I, we met on a blind date, just having two people that knew each other, knew us, and, decided that they would take the steps to say, would you be interested in going out with? Does that still work?
Yes, in fact, that's one of the best ways, maybe not a blind date, but certainly one of the best ways, still tried and true, that's been around for centuries, is having people connect you, having people introduce you to someone else, because you already have something in common. You have common friends. You probably have common interests, and commonality leads to higher probability of long-term relationship making it and being successful.
Very insightful. Donna Arp Weitzman has the book Sex and the Siren, Tales of the Later Dater, and Cinderella Has Cellulite?
Yes, you can get either one of them on Amazon and in major bookstores.
I appreciate you being on the air. Happy dating, and have a good day.
Great to talk to you guys.
Thank you, Donna. ESPN 93.5. We'll have some sports headlines.